Hello and happy Friday. Today I thought I'd give a little guidance on what I call the blood sugar roller coaster, the blood sugar roller coaster. And the thing to know about the blood sugar roller coaster is when you are on the blood sugar roller coaster, there are a few things that are going to happen. One is you are going to be more hungry than the calories you've consumed would suggest. In other words, you will eat more calories but be more hungry, given by the physiology of the blood sugar roller coaster, than if you were not on the blood sugar roller coaster and you ate less calories. So that's one thing you should to know, that the blood sugar roller coaster means that you will be more hungry. Another thing to know about that blood sugar roller coaster is that you will have a more difficult time concentrating. In the way of mood, you may be a little bit grouchy or even a little emotionally volatile, given by this blood sugar roller coaster. Yeah, those are some of the things that happen when you're on the blood sugar roller coaster. So exactly what is this blood sugar roller coaster? Well, let me tell you the story of carbohydrates in our body. So when we consume carbohydrates, and especially sugary or starchy carbohydrates. So sugary, pretty self-explanatory. Starchy carbohydrates, these are things that don't taste sweet, like a white potato or pasta or rice or bread. However, they have the same impact on our body in a physiological way, on our blood sugar, as things that do taste sweet, as things that are sugary. So a bowl of white rice has the same impact as a bunch of sugar. And so we want to relate to these things like they are the same as it occurs to our physiology, because they are, right? So what happens is when we consume a sugary or starchy carbohydrate, our blood sugar, after we consume it and absorb it, our blood sugar goes up really quickly, really quickly, and our body does not like that. Blood sugar causes all kinds of harm to our body when it is elevated. And so our body gets a real quick alert that it needs to handle the situation. And in response to the elevated blood sugar, we produce a hormone called insulin. And insulin is an escort. Insulin walks up to that sugar and starchy carb, and it grabs those guys by their sugary hands, and it escorts it over to a cell. It knocks on the cell door, and then the cell door opens up and absorbs that sugar, absorbs that glucose. So glucose and sugar, these are two words that are used interchangeably when we talk about physiology. In other words, we might say your blood sugar, and we might say your glucose levels. They're synonymous. So again, to give you that little story, right? When you consume a sugar or super starchy carb, it gets quickly absorbed into your body. Alarms go off. Your body does not like that when your blood sugar's high. And so as a result, your body produces this escort hormone, insulin. Insulin walks up to the sugar / starch, grabs it by its sticky hands, walks up to a cell wall, knocks on the door, and the cell opens up and absorbs that sugar. Now, what happens next is, you've just gone from blood sugar too high, and, all the alarms went off to handle this dangerous situation. Insulin's been produced, it's escorted that sugar to the cell, and now your blood sugar's too low. And when your blood sugar is low, that is when you are hangry. That is when you have a difficult time focusing, you're grouchy, your energy's low. Those are all the things that happen. And by the way, when your blood sugar is low, guess what you are going to crave? You are going to crave more sugar. You're going to crave more starch, because your body's super smart. It doesn't like it when your blood sugar's too low either. Doesn't like it too high, doesn't like it too low. We're a bit of a Goldilocks, right? We like it in that sweet spot. And so fundamental is to mastering empowered and sustained weight loss is mastering eating in a manner that keeps your blood sugar levels stable. That is the recipe, nutritionally speaking, for increased satiety, better mood, and increased focus, all kinds of things. And when I work with people, whether it's one-on-one or in one of the groups that I have, this becomes a foundational conversation, and not just as an idea, but in real practical terms, right? We look at, what are some tools and strategies to set you up logistically so that you can do this, so that you can eat for blood sugar level stability, whether you're at home or at a party or on the road. There are tools and tricks that you get geared up with in our work together that allow you to master this with elevated ease. So there is your learning for this Friday, the story of blood sugar, the blood sugar roller coaster. Have a great day.